Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for my Libra collective. Any major Libra placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This reading could play out at any point in time. This reading may or may not be for you, so please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. All right, also keep in mind, Libra, energies and characters can be swapped around. Although my intention is to be speaking directly to you, I could be speaking directly to a cross-watcher. So swap around the energies and characters to fit your story. And please, please, please do not fit yourself into a reading that's not meant for you. So let's jump in, Libra, and see what needs to come through for you. I think you need to beware of self-delusion. Face the dragon, get the gold. I think somebody is definitely leaving your life, and this is the final ending of a very unhealthy situation that's been riddled with illusions. And maybe you're going through a career shift. I think you're going to have some obstacles to overcome coming up here right shortly. But ultimately, I think you're kind of really going to be feeling a lot of disappointment. A lot of disappointment when it comes to a friend or a lover. I think, you are seeking love. And I think maybe you've been in a state of self-delusion when it comes to a situation that's really not love. I think you're living in fantasy land. You're living in illusion. And I think you got some big, big challenges to overcome. You could be this younger woman, or you could be dealing with a younger woman. I think you're dealing with a very arrogant and boastful person. You might be having some issues in the workplace with this younger woman. I think you've got somebody trying to create challenges in the workplace. Somebody you're not going to want to cross. Somebody's definitely behaving stupidly. And I do think this has to do with your work, your career. And then on the other end, we do have disappointment when it comes to a love situation. So I think you're definitely facing all kinds of challenges and obstacles in the workplace. And I think you're also in a state of delusion when it comes to a romantic partnership. I think get ready for some major disappointment when it comes to a love situation as well. Either way, someone is leaving your life, and this is the end of a very delusional situation. And it's kind of time to bring this up to be addressed and dealt with. And be ready for a younger woman or somebody trying to create all kinds of challenges and obstacles at work. And maybe you're going to need to seek out a new career or a new job. But you're definitely dealing with somebody very arrogant. And I also feel you're dealing with a karmic attachment. Maybe there was some passionate romance here at a certain point in time, but I think this was a lustful attachment, and it's kind of time to pay attention to the details. I think you've not been wanting to read between the lines, and you've been in a state of illusion when it comes to a romantic partnership. And something about this younger woman in the workplace, you're really going to have to be careful. Yeah, it's time to break free from this very unhealthy attachment. I think it was based in a lustful temptation, and it's created all kinds of self-delusion all around you, and somebody's definitely needing to leave your life. Maybe it's time to go on a trip. Maybe you're going to meet somebody new on a vacation. Definitely some long or short distance travel here when it comes to your hopes and your wishes. But I kind of feel somebody's left you on red for a long time. And it's kind of time to break these chains of this very toxic attachment. I think extreme codependencies here. Something is not healthy. And it is kind of time to read between the lines, because maybe this has been a block to your hopes and your dreams and your wishes for the future. I think maybe you've been seeking loyalty from somebody that just isn't able to give you that. I think all they've got to offer is some passionate romance, a night of passion here or there, and that's created a very unhealthy attachment. And maybe you thought this was love, but I think it's kind of time to break free and maybe ask for guidance. There's a fresh start trying to come in here, and I think you will be meeting somebody new. But there's a need to balance out a very unhealthy situation that's riddled with illusions is what I'm feeling. Definitely a major karmic lesson is being learned when it comes to your growth and your expansion. And, maybe it's time to make amends. I think somebody, has been playing into some pride and some ego. Somebody here's got some secrets here. Somebody here is definitely not invested as much as you are. And I think this has created all kinds of disappointment. And you really do need to be careful. I think you really need to be careful because you're definitely dealing with a very toxic situation here. And it's kind of time to break free. Somebody's definitely left you on red. They come in for a night of passion, then they disappear. Then they come in for a night of passion, then they disappear. And you've not been wanting to pay attention to the red flags. You've not been wanting to pay attention to the details. And you really need to, because this is not loyalty. This is a negative karmic attachment, an addictive pattern, an unhealthy attachment that you're really needing to pay attention in order to learn this painful karmic lesson. Maybe it's time to take a break, to take a step back, and to maybe go on vacation. I think you do need to seek some guidance. There is a fresh start. Maybe you will meet somebody new on a work trip, on a vacation. There's somebody new trying to come into your life. And I think it's kind of time to shine some spotlight energy on whatever this unhealthy situation is, because somebody's definitely been keeping you stuck in a passionate romantic connection that has been filled with all kinds of self-delusions. So let's jump in with some tarot. Major karmic lesson. I kind of feel the roots run deep, but there's a need to balance the situation. I think you're dealing with somebody here that maybe looks like they've got their shit together. They may appear grounded, stable, and solid, but there's something very unhealthy here, an unhealthy attachment to money, codependencies. You got chains around your neck here. I feel like obsessive attachment here, and there's maybe a need to accept this pain, this ending, and to go through a period of healing. Because like I said, there's a brand new beginning here. Yeah, there is. But you need to know your worth, and you need to know your value. I think there's materialism, greed. This could be 4 years in the making when it comes to breaking free from this karmic attachment. Definitely something very unhealthy here. You could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but let's see what's going on here, Libra. Two of Pentacles, indecision, playing games, back and forth. I think you're dealing with a player here. You're dealing with somebody that knows how to manipulate you, gaslight you, belittle you. I think somebody's definitely been playing some games with you, keeping you stuck in this energy of indecision, not knowing which way to go. And there's about to be a major shakeup here, universal change, because this is not healthy. The Lovers reversed, the Tower, and the Hanged Man. This is universal brute force coming in to get you to shift your perception. You've definitely been in a state of self-delusion. And it's kind of time to stop playing the martyr, to stop victimizing yourself. This connection is very unhealthy. Although it appears to be passionate, you're really not on the same page. The Lovers in reverse might as well be the Devil card. This is a karmic, toxic attachment. Could be dealing with a Gemini or a Pisces. The Tower for me is Scorpio energy, Mars energy, coming in to shake something up, because this is a false foundation, a false belief, a false contract, and I do think this hurts. And maybe it's time to go through this period of expansion and enlightenment to shift your perspective, because I think it's kind of time to close out this cycle. And I think you've kind of known. I think you have a deep knowing that somebody here is not being honest with you, is not being truthful. Somebody, you're dealing with a liar. You're dealing with a liar that comes in really quick with a lot of passion and then leaves you in the dust, leaves you lying on the floor wondering what the heck happened, keeping you in this state of confusion, keeping you stuck. And it's kind of time to learn this lesson. It's time to learn this karmic lesson once and for all. I think get ready for a turn of events coming up here really, really quickly. And this is going to allow you to, use your discernment. There's definitely a karmic rebalancing here. Healing addictions, I feel. Healing addictions. I think it's time to stop putting in the work in this connection. I think you think this is wish fulfillment. And really, it's caused you a lot of pain, a lot of grief, a lot of disappointment. And I think it's time to take a step back, to go within and to really learn this lesson. I do think you are being encouraged to stop putting in the work in this situation. It's not built in love. It's really not true love. You're dealing with a master manipulator here. You're dealing with a master manipulator that manipulates through addictions, codependencies, materialism, greed, something very unhealthy, a sexual attachment here, master manipulator. And like I said, they appear grounded and stable, but they're not coming in with a cup of love. They're not. This is unrequited love. And although this hurts and is disappointing, I think it's time to face this. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse could also mean a job loss. You very well could be losing a job, you know, pushing you forward into a new career path. You're dealing with a very arrogant, boastful person that thinks he's got this in the bag, and they're just coming in to kind of play on your heartstrings. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, again, it's time to put this illusion to bed. It's time to put the past to bed. I think, you know, there's been resistance to releasing this burden. Definitely could be dealing with a Virgo with the Hermit reverse. You've not wanted to go within and learn this lesson. It does appear to be love. Maybe at one point in time you both saw eye to eye, but I think you've held on to an illusion for a very long time. And it is kind of time to consciously release this burden, to jump forward into that new beginning. Take a leap of faith, because this is not healthy, Libra. This is not healthy at all. And I think you've held on because of the memories. Maybe you've known this person since childhood, and there is a lot of nostalgic memories here, but it doesn't mean that it's healthy, Libra. It's time to go within and learn this lesson. You're dealing with somebody that is never going to change. They're never going to learn this lesson. They're going to keep you in this Five of Cups, in this lack mentality, not getting what it is that you deserve. And it's kind of time to love yourself. It's time for you to instill some very firm boundaries. And it's time for you to leave this past baggage behind, because you're stepping into wish fulfillment, stepping into healing. And I feel, you know, you've resisted this healing for quite some time. So, you know, there's not a lot of balance in your life. There is a need for moderation. I think you're not on the same page with this person. And it's kind of time to embrace this change. The wheel is stepping in to move you forward, to get you into a state of healing. You could be dealing with a Sag or an Aquarius, an Aries, Virgo, any of the fixed signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo with that Magician, and Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But I think there's been a lot of betrayal here. I think you're dealing with somebody that has a third party in the background. And I think something is about to come out when it comes to some secrets, some lies, some thieving, some manipulation, some third-party energy. And I think this is going to feel like a massive betrayal. I do think this hurts. I think you thought this was love. And I don't see any love in these cards, Libra. I don't see any love in these cards at all, other than the Nine of Cups. And that's telling you to stop putting in the work, that this is an illusion. It's time to maybe do a little bit of research, to dig a little bit deeper. I think you've not wanted to look at this at face value. You've had the blinders on. You've had the rose-colored glasses on. And I do think this hurts, because I think there are a lot of memories here. And I kind of feel you got duped by a snake. You got duped by somebody that really kept you in a state of illusion. And it's time to kind of, you know, get back on your own 2 feet, to know your worth, to know your value, and to know that you have a lot to offer. I think get ready to send or receive a message, because I think you're done. You're done looking at this situation with the rose-colored glasses on, and I do think it hurts. But I think this is going to open up the doorway to your heart when it comes to seeking out a partnership that is going to bring you that stability. Let's look into this Lover's reverse, because I do think you thought this was love. And I think you're kind of at the crossroads when it comes to what is going to bring you that ultimate fulfillment, the ultimate contentment. You want a solid foundation. You're seeking stability, union energy. You want your happily ever after is kind of what I see here. And whatever situation you've been in, it feels like you've just been spiraling back and forth, repeating the same cycle over and over again. Definitely at that crossroads, needing to make a decision. We have a few twos here, which is all about decisions, partnerships, crossroads. And I think the energy is asking you to go in a new direction, to learn something new. It's time to kind of walk away. This situation has caused you all kinds of dissatisfaction, all kinds of emotional discomfort. And I think it's kind of time to lay the groundwork for a new beginning in a new direction. And that's what's going to bring in somebody that will honor and respect you, treat you with that dignity and respect, a father figure, a boss, a leader. But the more you hold on to something that is never going to lead to anything but heartache, there's not going to be a foundation when it comes to this disappointment. You've been holding on to an illusion, and it's kind of time to break free, to heal this ending. I think you've held on because there's a lot of memories here, but these cups are spilled, and there's no more coming into balance. I think it's time to get honest with yourself. This situation has caused you all kinds of stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. I think at one point in time you thought this was love, and it's turned into a nightmare. And there's going to be a moment of revelation when it comes to leaving something out in the cold. It's time to leave this in the past, to step into a brand new beginning. Find your flame for life again. It's time to take back your power, to know your worth, know your value, instill those visions for the future. Find that inner flame to go after victory and success. Definitely a wake-up call. You've been in a state of delusion. And something is coming to light when it comes to this power struggle in order for you to do the planning, to get your life back in balance. I think you've been really imbalanced, and it's kind of time to make peace with the past. It's time for your spiritual path to be illuminated and to really walk towards wish fulfillment and to release something that's never going to give you what it is that you deserve, because this situation is fraught with deception, Libra. And you know, we are the company we keep. So are you keeping space with healthy people, places, and things? Because if you want to bring this positive vibration into your life, you're going to have to stop compromising your integrity and compromising your values just to be connected to somebody, to not have to be alone. Because this circumstance you find yourself in is definitely not worthy of your time, and you are being asked to release it. You need to know you're never alone. So I think get ready to do a lot of deep self-reflection to really see yourself clearly in this situation. Self-awareness is going to help you gain that new perspective. And I think you are encouraged to be brave, to know that you can do this, to know that you can release this in order to bring into your life what it is that you truly deserve. I think it's time to take time with yourself, to reconnect with your higher self in the heart space, in order to gain this new perspective. And I think you have been through a lot of tough situations recently, and the universe is asking you to find your determination to recover. I think it's time to get to know yourself from the inside out again, Libra. You've been dealing with somebody that has been manipulating you, depleting you, bringing all kinds of dissatisfaction into your energy field. And it's really prevented you from nourishing yourself. And although you don't see it, Libra, there's without a doubt a divine plan at work. So somebody's definitely been lying to you. And no matter how hard the truth hurts, it's time to get honest, because this connection has made you lost yourself somewhere along the line. And it's time to nurture yourself, to give yourself that breathing room, and to return to center again. I think get ready to process a lot of deep emotions when it comes to this person leaving your life. And this really is the first step towards your healing journey. So be patient with yourself. Be observant. I don't think you have all of the information. Definitely some obstacles to overcome. And definitely a very toxic, obsessive pattern here that is needing to be released. So if you're wondering if this lover is going to give you what it is that you deserve, the answer is no. You're being given the chance to do something over. So which direction are you going to go in order to do something differently? Because this is a pattern. It's not working. And it's time to get honest with yourself about what is really going on, because this is not healthy. And that's what I got for you, Libra. I hope this helps. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin flame reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.